and socket into this hole. There's a hole in here. Flash, welcome back to Smitty Can Fix It. I hope you enjoyed last week's video on installing the driver's side catalytes by Atlantic Built. Awesome pipes, by the way. Today, we are going to be doing the passenger side pipes. Why? Because they're completely different, that's why. The passenger side has studs, exhaust studs on the top and on the bottom. Meaning when you take the nuts off, you cannot get the pipe out. The catalytic converter cannot get out. Because I tried prying on the exhaust to pull it back, but you can't get the space. So, what I had to do was, I had to get a D socket. The link will be below. It's a socket to remove the studs. Now this car's got about 1,000 miles on it, so they were able to come out quite easily with extension ratchet. So I took the top studs out of the vehicle and I was able to pull it out. It's the only way this is going to work. Without taking the muffler or the exhaust off. This is the way you got to do it. So I'm not going to use the studs from that catalytic converter. I'm going to use bolts through like I did on the driver's side. I got zinc coated bolts again. And I purchased these bolts, by the way, at Barnett Tool Supply. Did a good job. I got tons of bolts in stock. They're right in Kenilworth, New Jersey. Now on this side, I had to use a little bit shorter bolt so I don't have the same issue getting it in. Because I want to put the bolts on before I install. So I went with a shorter bolt. I went with a M10 by 30 millimeter in length. Now the bottom is different bolts, different thread. They're M8 and I did 35 millimeter length. This is gonna work, I hope. Nah, it's gonna work. Swapped over the oxygen sensor. I'll tighten all this up once I get it in. There's plenty of room with the air box out. So, next step, I'm gonna install it. I actually put a new gasket, metal gasket, crush gasket on the bottom. The old one was probably fine, but I'd rather replace it. For installation now, I got my bolts on, top and bottom. Now we got a shorter bolt, so we're able to push on the exhaust, get enough slack, and get this in. But I'm going to put the bottom in first, then the top. Bottom's attached. Now I gotta pry down, push down. I just gotta tighten up the bolts. The 30 millimeter bolts, a little on the short side, but I have plenty of meat for the nut. Ratchet and socket into this hole. There's a hole in here. It slid down and went behind the bumper. That's not good. I might have to take the carpet out on this side. If not, maybe the bumper's gotta come off. I believe it's gonna stay there. I believe it's gonna stay there. Yeah, moving on. Knock on the bumper, see if you hear the extension rattling in there. Lower. Lower.
There is no lower.
do have another one, luckily. But this is what slid down that hole, and it's hiding behind my bumper. Built cat delete installed. Good looking, very good looking in there, nice polished. Next step is putting the airbox back in. Fun. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Next video will be the sound test. Stay tuned. We're gonna fire this puppy up, see what it's got.